It is super, super windy outside, so I would have loved to be fishing today. However, fishing in a 12-foot john boat in 20 to 25 mile an hour winds with 30 mile an hour gusts gets a little sketchy sometimes, and it makes it really, really hard just to even be out there, let alone fishing in it in the winter. It's, yeah, we're not going to talk about it. But today, what we are going to be taking a look at, and I haven't done one of these in a while, we are going to do mystery tackle box unboxing. So this is the Pro Box, and I have so much fun getting these things. If you guys have never tried mystery tackle box, make sure you click the link in the description below. If you use the code SBFISH, you're going to get, I believe it's 25% off. You're going to get your first box for 15 bucks. And with that being said, let's take a look at what we got this month. So first up, we got the Catchco Gator Hogs. So this is a really sweet looking soft plastic bait. I've actually had the opportunity to fish with this a little bit over the last couple weeks. It's an awesome hog style bait, really small profile. It's a unique profile too. It has a bunch of appendages on here, and this is going to be really great late winter. In the next few weeks, this thing is going to really start to shine. And then later on in the summer, flipping with this bait or punching with this bait will be sick. I mean, this will go through the grass so easily. It's like a really slim profile, good looking bait. I really like this color too. This is watermelon red. It has that really nice red flake on there. Next up, we have the Smart Baits Mighty Minnow. So I've actually got to fish with this one as well recently. So this is your standard fluke style bait with a little bit of a twist because this thing changes colors, which is pretty neat. So the guys at Smart Baits have some sort of technology where when their plastics hit the water, whether it's warmer or colder water, it's going to change depending on that. So this one goes from this watermelon and red to, usually it says, alright, let's see here. So I just got a cup of hot water. We're gonna see what color this thing changes to. Okay, so the red turns to like a pearl, as you can see there, which is pretty neat. You know, when, say you're fishing warmer water temperature than air temperature, so it's gonna start off with that red color and then turn to that lighter white pearl color. It's pretty neat. I've personally never fished plastics like that. I don't know if they really have a true positive side, if it really makes that much of a difference when you're fishing, but I can't see why it would hurt. But you guys saw that that was completely red on the bottom and now it's that pearl white. Looks pretty neat, like it's a pretty interesting technology. It's worth giving a shot. But as far as this bait goes, I'm gonna fish this on a chatterbait or a scrounger, or you could rig up a donkey rig when you have two flukes side by side, fishing it on a spinning rod, and just working that in the late winter and early spring is really, really good. Also, late into the summer, flukes really, really shine. They do a great job in catching fish. Let's see what we got up next. The Pointer 95. So the Pointer 95 is right between that 78 and 100 size pointer. I think this one's actually, okay, so it does have a knocker in there, but it's not filled with all the BBs like the Pointer 100. So this bait is awesome once the water temperature reaches like 45 degrees. It's still a little bit cold for me to be throwing this. I mean, I'll still try it, and anytime I'm around warmer water, you know, it does a good job. But once that water hits 45 degrees, this is my favorite time to throw suspending jerk baits. And this one has a really nice weight system right there in the belly, so this thing casts like a freaking bullet. I really like the paint job on there too. And if you guys want to talk about really quickly the price of the mystery tackle box, so if you get your first box for 15 bucks, this bait alone, if you buy it by itself, I believe it's like $12. So that right there alone should tell you guys, you know, you're gonna get 6 other baits for free and this awesome one guaranteed. So that's something to keep in mind when you're thinking about going with a mystery tackle box. So that's your Pointer 95. Next up, we've got the Boyd Duquette series BD 2.5. This is a shallow square build crankbait. So again, a lot of these baits are really great to throw late winter. And a couple of different scenarios in which I'd throw this. One would be if you have any sort of dirty water. This is my favorite color to throw in a square bill crankbait too, that chartreuse with the black back. Anytime you have like a good stain on the water, the fish are going to move up. Also, that water is generally going to warm up faster because of the sediments, and if you can get yourself on like a good rock pile or like a riprap wall or any bank that has a bunch of wood on it, if you throw this around, even this time of year in the winter, those fish will come up to sun themselves because the water is going to be a little bit warmer. If you just knock this thing into all the cover you can find, all the wood, all the rocks, you will catch fish. And yeah, this thing just looks great. It's got a really nice square bill on there. I'm sure it's going to deflect off of any rock and wood. Really sharp hooks. Actually, I'm kind of stuck with it right now, but it's a nice looking bait. I've never personally thrown this crankbait, but it looks really good. Really detailed head and paint job on there. I look forward to throwing this spring for sure. Next up, we've got the Randy's Swimmin' Runner, which is an underspin. This time of year is a great time to throw an underspin when the fish are looking for something just really small to key in on. It's easy to throw, you can just cast it out. Usually I let mine sink all the way to the bottom and then I'll just slow roll it back to the boat. But if you're out and you notice some fish suspended on the graph, count this thing down. Usually falls about a foot a second. So count it down to wherever you're seeing those fish and just slowly crank it back, and they really can't resist that. This one comes pre-rigged with one of their swim baits. It's just your standard paddle tail swim bait. It looks really good. One thing you want to look for when you're throwing these underspins is clear water. You can still catch fish on them in dirty water, but I find that, you know, if I'm fishing cleaner water, I'm going to get bit a lot more. And this bait really does do a good job. This goes along with like your Alabama rigs. If you're out there in the winter time, my favorite thing to throw is an Alabama rig. Sometimes if you're not getting bit on the Alabama rig, downsize to just a single underspin and the bite will pick up. I've been outfished by an underspin when I'm throwing an Alabama rig plenty of times. So when you switch down to something just a little bit smaller for them to key in on, you know, it really does make a difference sometimes. Looks like we've got 2 baits left in here. One is going to be Carl's Stash Carolina rig kit, sorry. And this is just everything you need for an Alabama rig. This is everything you're going to need for a Carolina rig. So these are 1/2 ounce bullet weights. You got your knockers, you got a swivel, and your beads. So how this works is when you're ready to rig this up, throw your bullet weight on first, followed up by a large bead, and then you put your knocker, and then you put the small bead, and then you go with the swivel on there. Put a leader on, and then that'll lead you right into your hook. So this is the Sticky's 3/0 offset worm hook, and I've also had the chance to fish with these a bit, and they are ultra sharp. I mean, these things are awesome. Really, really great, good hooks. So that's what I got in my box this month. I'm sure a lot of you guys got this one too. I know this video is a little bit late, but I figured I would take a second just to talk about where I'd throw these. And again, a lot of these baits are going to be great for the upcoming month. So we are coming up on spring. I mean, been a terrible winter here in Northern Virginia. It's been super cold, super tough fishing wise. We even had like a solid month where we couldn't fish because it was completely iced over, which is something I've never experienced here. But you know, it is what it is. We dealt with it. It's over now. We have open water and we can fish, but the water temperatures around here are still in the very low 40s and high 30s. So I mean, it's not been easy by any means. But yeah, throw these baits around over the next few weeks and the next month, and I promise you, you'll catch some fish. And the big ones are starting to come up and they're starting to bite over the next few weeks. Like my favorite time to fish is coming up, which is the last week of February through all of March. You know, go out, you might not catch too many, but that's when the big girls are biting. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, this quick unboxing. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below for me. I'll take a minute and answer all of them that I can. If you guys are not subscribed to Mystery Tackle Box, make sure you click the link in the description below. They help me out. I love these guys. I love getting a new box every single month. I honestly do look forward to getting the box and fishing everything in here. I wish I could be out there today, but again, it's just way too windy. So click that link below, guys. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you all in the next one.